And I just kind of went and immersed myself in all of this German culture, and Berlin was just, I mean, it's incredible anyway, and a lot of people do that anyway, but because I was kind of there, and then I'd go take my laptop and go to the Friedrichshain Library, and I'd sit down and try and bust out, I'd be reading Mein Kampf on my computer because I didn't want to carry it. I'd heard that Mein Kampf's illegal to own, but I think it's only illegal to sell, but you're allowed to own it or something, so I was kind of surreptitiously reading this transcript of Mein Kampf in the Friedrichshain Library, and reading and rereading David Hasselhoff's autobiography and kind of mushing them together and doing, like double chronologies of their life and sort of going, okay, so when they were 17 they both got rejected from art school. Hitler's dark period in Vienna, kind of Hasselhoff had his dark period in California at his hippie acting school. Hitler's breakthrough was going to war and getting his medals, and Hasselhoff got on Young and the Restless, and kind of charting this growth and just kind of matching it together, but also like going to like the Jewish Museum and the Holocaust Museum and these places that are just really fucking heavy and really full on and really like going, okay, fuck, this isn't just some weird pop culture joke, which is definitely how it started, but this is actually the single biggest tragedy in the history of modern civilization, if not ever, possibly ever. And yes, there have been other tragedies and other genocides and other massacres, but this is really actually the one. This is the lowest point in modern civilization, and 6 million thereabouts Jewish people did get killed, and 55 million people died in World War II. Russia lost 20 million people, and going out to Sachsenhausen concentration camp and seeing the gates with the Mike Fry, and seeing the doing the fucking Berlin walking tours with the guys going to, this is where the hospital was, where they take Jewish patients and experiment with different types of drugs on them to see what kills them quicker and what heals them quicker, and just the darkness and the cynicism of it, and the fact that they were doing experiments to see which drugs would help their soldiers improve on Jewish bodies, meanwhile prosecuting this whole race-based thing about how different Jews were, therefore we're allowed to exterminate them. Like the fundamental cynicism of it all, and the base level dishonesty of them going, we're killing you because you're different, but we're going to test drugs on you that we're going to use on our German Aryan soldiers. Like, it just doesn't add up, and it was just like, it was really fucking heavy. And I think I went to the Holocaust Museum and got lost, which is, it's designed to be quite disorienting and stuff, and spent maybe close to an hour, it felt like, running around trying to find Alice, and I'd just run around these blind corners and just see these pictures of emaciated figures and piles of dead bodies and the things, and just like doing laps of this place, like feeling more and more kind of upset and kind of traumatized by it. Was really heavy, and partly kind of made me go, I don't know, it changed my attitudes towards the project very much. It really kind of made me go, it can't just be a joke.